all know that a narcissist thrives in chaos, right? So this is one of the manipulated tricks of the narcissist. Triangulation as a manipulated trick of the narcissist. What is triangulation, we might ask? Triangulation is the narcissist bringing in third parties, turning third parties against you, creating chaos. We've all said it, everybody knows that narcissists thrive in chaos. They don't want a peaceful place. So how does it work? They compare you to, say, their ex, their co-worker, their friend, or they tell you that you can never be anything, you're nothing without them. And then they have a way of always spreading half-truths and lies about you to third party just to create chaos and to cause you to constantly depend on them. They also like to flex. Everybody knows that a narcissist is flex. And like I said, a narcissist, you will catch a narcissist in the very act of, say, flirting, and they will deny it, gaslight, and tell you they never knew what you saw. What's the impact it has on the victim? It creates self-doubt and insecurity for the victim, makes the victim compete for the narcissist's approval. So the next manipulated trick of the narcissist is silent treatment as stonewalling. What's a stonewalling? When the narcissist feels that you have offended, they just ghost you, they just go quiet on you. They do not know what real communication feels like. They would always withhold communication from you to control and to punish you and to get you into formation. Like I said, I've used this example of shepherds and sheep, where the narcissist sees themselves as the shepherd and you as well on their sheep that they always have to flog and put into formation. How does it work? They withhold affection from you, they withhold attention and basic conversation. A narcissist would never give you conversation to get closure. You can never get closure with a narcissist. You know, they will just know you go quiet on you, they ghost you, and they will make you feel like you don't exist. They make you feel like shit, literally. They would never apologize, and they will make sure that with that silence, you will have to continue to beg. You will beg and ask, what did I do? And then you begin to second guess yourself, begin to think, oh, if I do things differently, if I should, say, act in a different manner. You know, the narcissist just sees you as an object. They see you as something that is under their control. They refuse to discuss issues with you. They will tell you, I don't want to talk about it. In fact, the narcissist will come back and tell you that, please, I just want peace. When a narcissist begins to tell you they want peace and just want chaos, trust me. So what the impact has on the victim? The victim becomes unnecessarily anxious, you experience emotional distress, and then you continually begin to fear to express your needs, even to third party. You just feel like you have to internalize things and not spread anything about what the narcissist has been inflicting on you, what narcissist has been doing to you. Projection as another manipulated trick of the narcissist. So what is projection labeled as? Projection is a narcissist will do something themselves and they're accusing you of doing the same things that they do. E.g., a narcissist is cheating, they're calling you a cheat, they steal, they're fraudulent, and then they're accusing you of doing the exact same things just to take away the attention from there. They always want to project themselves onto you, because a narcissist does not know what it is to self-reflect. They do not self-reflect. They don't want to internalize. They don't know how to look within themselves and face their shame. So rather than do that, they project who they are on you. How does it work? Like I said earlier, if they're cheating, they accuse you of being unfaithful. If they're lying, they call you the liar. They also love to shift the blame to avoid responsibility. See, a narcissist would never take accountabilities for their action. In fact, once a narcissist begins to be accountable, just build this, either is also trying to manipulate you into doing something, doing their deed or doing something for them. They would never take accountability. And when they do that, they will project themselves on you. So what impact does it have on the victim, you might say? It makes the victim defensive. So you always feel the need to always defend yourself, even when you don't even have to explain yourself. It forces the victim to prove their innocence, and then you always have to be on the edge at all times. My name is Adiola. I am your favorite narcissistic abuse coach. Another manipulated trick of the narcissist is blame shifting and playing the victim. See, there's no bigger victim than the narcissist in the issue that the narcissist has created. Literally, the narcissist will create a problem and they are crying that they are the victim in the problem that they have created. I said it that they never take accountability. They are never responsible for their action. They avoid responsibilities by blaming you or making themselves just appear the victim. The narcissist always striving, people telling them, oh, sorry, it's not your fault, you're just a victim. And they always also project that victimhood, to everyone around them. How does it work? When a narcissist hurts you, they will blame you for making you do it. They will twist situations around to make themselves appear the victim, and then they use guilt to manipulate you. Even when they give something, you're at fault. Even when they have caused major issues, you're the fault. Literally, for the grandest narcissists, they would beat you up and tell you that you were the ones that made them beat you up. They would never be accountable for the action. What impact does it have on the victim? The victim begins to experience guilt, and then you blame yourself. You feel responsible for the emotions of the narcissist. I would like to tell you that you should never allow anybody hold you accountable for their own actions. Everybody should learn to hold themselves accountable for their actions. You should be able to control your emotions. So should the narcissist. So you should not let anybody tell you it's an emotional punching bag. I would like to tell you that I remain Adiola, your favorite narcissistic abuse coach. Future faking, another manipulated trick of the narcissist. The narcissist to give you, they'll say the future that they very well know that they have no plans of giving to you. I'm not saying you should not make promises, but the narcissist that is actually doing nothing. You had not finished your basic education and then you're calling yourself a professor, you're calling yourself saying genius. A genius would definitely be doing things that geniuses do. You see them trying to be invented, trying to invent things, trying to create things and all that. But narcissist is not doing anything that. He's just calling himself the best thing, that's apples to humanity. They saw the future and they very well know they are not going to give to you. How does it work? They say they will change. That's where you catch them on the lies and tell you they will change. They'll tell you they'll go to therapy. They would just tell you that they will change basically, but they may not follow through with any of their promises. Sometimes they'll promise marriage, you'll promise that you have kids, they'll promise big owns just to get you to just let your guards down. The soul tight and the soulmate thing. I tell you guys are so this so that you can invest things in it. Meanwhile, there's no chief financial manipulator than the narcissist. So usually the narcissist already says he or she can get something from you, and then they are selling that future to get you to invest in their dreams. So what impact does it have on the victims? They hold on to force, or the victim goes on to force pull, and then it forces you to continue to stay in a toxic relationship. Please remember that I'm available for one-on-one counseling. You can always book me. My name is Adiola, your favorite narcissistic abuse coach. So smear campaign, I'm sure this word keeps coming over. People are the smear campaign. This is one of my favorite topics when you talk about narcissism. So what is smear campaign? The narcissist literally begins to tell people many things about you, also just to create the dictable. Smear campaign can never be talked about. I'm talking about the flying monkeys of the narcissist. Who are the flying monkeys? I've mentioned it in one of my earlier videos. The flying monkeys are those people who the narcissist has over time recruited. Mind you, those people do not even know they are flying monkeys. But the narcissists are continuing to go to smear their victim with these flying monkeys, and those flying monkeys continue to do the little bits of the narcissist. How does it work? They spread lies and rumors just to ruin your reputation. A narcissist is jealous of you. They are completely envious of you, and they do not want to see you outshine them. So rather than them working on themselves and improving themselves, what they do, they try to dim your lies. How they isolate you, will turn your friends, your family, your colleague, mutual friends against you. They always want to play the victim so that you look like the abuser. Like I said, they project themselves onto you. They post lies about you on social media or spread lies around their social circle. What's the impact it has on the victim? The victim becomes isolated from their social circle, and then you have a damaged reputation and credibility. My advice to you is, if you're currently experiencing a smear campaign, just know that the truth or the cop that you do not even need to go after activities, because trust me, any explanation you give to either the narcissist or the flying monkeys would be used against you. My name is Adiola, your favorite narcissistic abuse coach. After the major discount by narcissists, the narcissist will still try to overeat back into them. So what is overeat? But that's overeat is the narcissist trying to suck you back into your relationship outside breakup. Mind you, a narcissist will never give you closure. They will always just discard you. They don't know how to communicate like adults. How does it work? They will come by bringing fake apologies, a promise to change. They act like, in fact, this one, they act like they're in crisis. They just make it seem like, okay, so you thought you have me, the hospital, I'm almost there. Is it like, I mean, if they are need the days to die, maybe they learn people someone else. So why can't their needs of life just be there? Or they call you and they tell you that, oh, would you remember our first date? We remember how it was when we were together. They remind you, they discourage you, they never had communication. Because a narcissist believes that once time has passed, that you should have forgotten what they did. They never want to give you clear. They never want to discuss about the bad things that they have done to you. So what impact does it have on the victim? The victim experiences emotional confusion, and then you relapse into a toxic relationship. You know the relationship is toxic, but you don't have a choice because the person is coming back to see talking. Please, guys, if a narcissist that is discarded, just let them remain. The new supplies problem are not yours. But they realize that they are the full rate narcissistic approach. The last manipulative trick I like to talk about is the financial control. See, a narcissist believes that their money is their money and your money is still their money. They want to abuse you financially. The narcissist will make sure that they see you on ground zero. That's part of the manipulation because the others want you to depend on them. They use money as a source of power and major control. How does it work? They control your finances. If you're living with a grandiose narcissist, it will tell you you don't have to work. It will tell you to stay at home and take care of your children. So that when you meet another mind, they will not give it to you, even if they had in excess. So that when you need money, you have to continue to come back to them and continue to ask them for support. A narcissist wants to be your all, but mind you, they still would never be your all. They always will want to continue to control you and manipulate you into subjection. So how does it work? They control all of your finances and they build in an allowance. They keep you financially dependent so that you carbon. The narcissist does not want you financially independent. They want you to rely on them so that when you ask them for something, they tell you never had. I remember in my own case, before the major discard of the narcissist, I was experiencing a financial trouble that the narcissist had put me into. And when I went to ask him for something as big, so maybe 2,000 naira or something, he said, and I told him, I said, I've been asking you this money for like days. What is going on? Guess what the narcissist thing? He said, because because anyhow, that means mere that I've been working for my body, I don't have access to free money. A narcissist that always wants to abuse it. Mind you, this is the same person that will put you in financial mess, put you in major financial mess. They will destroy your credit card, your credit score, so that you would not have access to funds or resources. And they always want to play a witty after all of this. They will be told child support as a form of punishment. If you're a single parent, a co-parent and we a narcissist, they will not drop money for their children, and their excuse will be that, oh, the mother of my child is detailing me from seeing my children or from me spending. Please, why not just spend on your children? Just do basically. Parenting is not something you do out of convenience. Once you become a parent with responsibilities, it keeps rising, and you have to walk up to those responsibilities. So what is the impact you had on the victim? The victim feels trapped in the relationship and then they struggle to gain financial independence. So how do you protect yourself from the narcissist? The first one is recognizing the patterns. Awareness is the first step to breaking free from narcissistic abuse. The second one is set firm boundaries. Don't allow them to pursue your initial. C, we need to learn to be accountable for our actions. The narcissist might try to trigger you. I learned the hard way. I was always giving in to the triggers of the narcissist, and of course he had a lot of things to smell it with. He was always posting the reactions and not the abuse. They will always tell their fly monkeys about the reaction and know what they did to cause you to react. I would ask you to please not be like me. Control your emotion, the mastery of the emotions. You should never give anybody power to control you or to control their relations. Sex firm boundaries, like I said, and avoid the Jade method. What is the Jade method? Jade method is to justify your actions, to argue, to defend, or to explain until I got to the point where I told myself that, whoa, you're not stop today, shalayes. So that was when I stopped falling for the manipulating traits of the narcissist. And of course, I already started to study, to understand. I was taking courses on narcissism and was just trying to understand this person. But until I sought to explain, like I said, I saw that by the time the narcissist was coming to try to trigger the other, I was like, Baba, I'm not studying your tactics there. It's not working. So, we didn't allow the work anymore. I've been giving to the tactics of the narcissist. My advice would always be, no contact. No contact is if you can go on for your day. Like, see, these people are energy vampires. They would drain you and turn you into someone who is mentally deranged. Meanwhile, you're standing on the truth. They have zeros that you know. And they don't want you to smell them. They don't want you to tell people what monsters they have. So what do they be? Will be there to tell people that you are the monster, you are the crazy one. In fact, I've said earlier that if they don't call you crazy, what dealt with the narcissist? They'll continue to call you crazy. They'll tell you that you're mad, you're sick, your family members just get them so that you can manage you. Yeah, the managers come there, emotions and all of that. Go no contact. And if you cannot go no contact, try the gray road method. Like I've said, try as much as possible to avoid the J method. Don't justify, do not argue, do not defend, do not explain. Keep there, don't figure the emotions. Don't be as gray as a work. Cut off communication and become emotionally unresponsive. Seek support, seek therapy. Go to support groups, go to seek support from people who love you, people who are ready to give you the required support. Rely on trusted friends for your healing. And remember, I am always here to talk to you, to listen to you. See, there's nothing you want to tell me about narcissism that I don't think I know by now. I am always here to listen to you and to be your coach. If you have to contact me, please drop a comment. You can reach me via the DMs or whatever, and then I will tell you what the processes have. My name is Ajola, your favorite narcissistic abuse coach.